Hey Libra, how's it going? My name is Colleen and I am the Creative Gypsy. My website is thecreativegypsy.net, so please check that out whenever you get a chance. I am doing a monthly reading for you, Libra, for the month of November 2017. And I am going to be using the Wildwood Tarot. It's an awesome deck. I love it. And also, I'll be taking 2 cards from the Nature's Whispers Oracle card deck. The artwork is phenomenal on it, and I will certainly be sharing that with you today. And, okay, so let me just get myself tuned in here, Libra. You guys are quite an interesting bunch. I have a Libra friend. He's pretty cool. Libra women, on the other hand, I don't really get along with them very well. So far. But maybe it's just because, I think, are we both air signs? Yes, we are. We are both air signs. So maybe we just kind of butt heads in that way. Was that an overshare? I don't know. You know, whatever. This is my channel. I do what I want. I feel like that's the Libran way. Like, they're just kind of like, you know, whatever. I do what I want. I feel like that's what a Libra is to me. Oh, man. If I'm wrong, let me know. So, I'm going to be pulling 3 cards for each week. 12 cards for the month of November. 2 cards from the Oracle deck. That's kind of like an exclamation point at the end of the sentence. Although I do like to show you those first to kind of summarize what we're going to be getting from our reading. And then diving in. I feel like you guys cannot wait for this year to be over. You guys are like, I'm so, you know what, I'm done with this year. This year is just kick my ass, and I'm like, I'm over it. Is the vibe that I'm getting with Libra. So, maybe we need to kick 2017 in the ass instead of letting it kick our own ass. Yes, we have 2 months left, so might as well make it count, I guess, right? Oh, shit. Okay. And let me get your Oracle cards out and ready to roll. I don't know if you know this artist. Her name is Josephine Wall. The amount of detail in her artwork is pretty insane, and I highly recommend looking into her art, because I am constantly envious of her level of detail and her talent. I paint myself, but definitely not to that level. Obviously, practice would make perfect, but I don't know. Okay, Libra. Theme of the month. Be your best self always. So, you may feel that this year has kind of kicked your ass. And I was saying earlier, I mean, I kind of feel like I was just kind of channeling that Libra energy right now. Or maybe you're feeling kind of like this year's kicked your ass and you're kind of like ready to like kick it back in the ass. Like maybe there's a little bit of anger there. But instead of, you know, reciprocating with the same kind of energy that came at you this year, I would certainly recommend coming at it from a more positive and like just rise above the bullshit that you went through this year. Rise above it. But not like I'm gonna stick my nose up to I'm better than all of this and, you know, look at me up here and fuck all of you down there. Kind of an energy, not like that, but more of like having a respect for yourself and honoring, you know, what you've been through, and just coming from a, you know, better, learning the lesson is what's coming to my head. You need to learn the damn lesson of what's been occurring this year. Learning it with compassion for yourself. Your challenge is expansion. Expanding out past your own limitations that you set for yourself, maybe. Or it could be, this is what I'm more thinking of, is like everything that you've gone through this year makes you want to just stretch your energy out like farther and farther and like reach for different things and like try maybe you want to like try all these new things now, but maybe your reach is a little bit too far. Maybe you're like it's great to have a sense of expansion, but not losing yourself in the process is the key. Not restricting yourself, but not restricting yourself after everything you've been through and like putting yourself in this tiny little bubble, and then also not losing yourself in the expansiveness of this wonderful world. It's great to go out and learn new things and be curious and adventurous and things like that, but not getting lost in the process of your adventure, I think is your challenge. Okay, so I'm going to get right into your reading now. This is interesting because I have not had this card come up yet at all. Literally have not had this card come up yet at all. So you're just going to have to give me a break and let me look at my book really quick for this one, because I don't even know. Okay. So I feel like the lesson that you've been learning is respect. Respect for others. and respect for yourself. But I feel like maybe more so for others. Let me just read this one card. Through adversity or the process of rebalancing in life, we find courage within ourselves that flows from an unknown source. Sometimes that courage has to do with facing unavoidable truth or dealing with a person or problem that no amount of physical confrontation or emotional bravery will resolve. This one is strength. This is the strength card in the deck. The woodword's strength, drawn from nature's inherent power to renew and overcome, is needed if we are to foresee what is to come and wait upon the turning of the seasons. Sometimes, when faced with a challenging situation, we must find our own inner backstop, the point from which we will not retreat or from which we can move forward with quiet confidence. This guy has much to teach humanity about calm, resolute strength. So facing this lesson of respect with from a calm yet strong reserve. I feel like maybe this lack of this lack of respect in some aspect of your life makes you want to move on, but you're kind of like afraid to move forward. And the reason being is because you have not fully dived into the underlying issues revolving around this issue of respect. Like, where is this lack of respect coming from in your life? Why is it such an issue for you? I'm going to move forward just because I feel an unwillingness to move forward because of something tied around respect. Let me just move forward here. Let's see. So the second week of November, something is going to shake you off of your foundation. I got the Tower. In this deck, it's called the Blasted Oak. I feel like all of this is tying around respect. Respect for yourself and respect for others. And whatever you're not really wrapping your mind around with this respect issue, it's going to knock you on your ass. Either in the second week or at some point during this month, something's going to kind of shock you, or like jolt you off your balance. Your scales are going to, get all unbalanced and stuff. And then you're going to want to really get like obsessive about trying to fix this this imbalance feeling. And it's going to make you want to run. Like, I feel like, this is an action card, but in this reading, I'm feeling like I want to run. I want to run away from my problem. I don't want to face this. I don't want to face this yet, so I want to run. We are in the sign of Scorpio during this time, and it's really forcing, I mean, like everyone is, all the other signs that I've been doing readings for, with the exception of Scorpio, they've all been dealing with, they're going to be dealing with issues in regards to really like deep-rooted emotions and issues in their life that they really don't want to deal with, that they've been ignoring for years and years, and like probably shit from their childhood that they really don't want to acknowledge. And I feel like this is what's coming up for you. This challenge for you is all about respect. And that's I feel like that's the real issue here. And you're not ready to deal with it, so you're going to want to distract yourself and obsess over one little aspect of, you know, whatever problem's going on in your life, as a way of running away from the real issue. Yep, that's it. And drop the card, sorry. Let's get into the third week. I just want to check out this one. 6 of Stones. 6 of Pentacles. So the third week, there's this feeling of selfishness occurring. This like extreme focus on yourself as a way of protecting yourself, or like hiding from this issue that's going on. Sorry about that, ran out of room. Okay, so third week, there's this feeling of feeling a little bit self-absorbed, a little bit like extremely focused on yourself, basically, and going into this place of protection. So I feel like you're going to be putting yourself in this bubble, so that you can start manifesting, start working on things again. But I don't know if it's going to be addressing this issue of respect. And actually, while I was waiting to clear up space on my phone, I went and looked at this card again. Number 11, that's not strength. That is justice, which makes a lot more sense. It's some sort of situation in like tied around respect, not feeling, I mean, it's in reverse. So something is unjust. There's something is unfair. A lack of, there's like a dishonesty there, a lack of accountability for oneself in this situation in regards to respect. Refusing to take responsibility. This was the other card, Queen of Bows, which is Queen of Wands. And it's in reverse. So not taking responsibility for your part in the situation. Not in regards to something that feels unfair to you, unjust, and all tying to this issue with respect. You know, maybe thinking that it's all the other person, and not considering your part, the part that you played in the situation, basically, and then not working to heal from the situation, running away from the situation. Okay, so let me just get back to this reading, and then I'm going to go through it again. So, fourth week, the end of the month, still, this kind of ties in with this. Again, still not taking responsibility for your actions. So this refusal of responsibility is making you lose focus on what it is that you want for yourself in your life. And this last one, I haven't had to really look at the book at all until this reading. It's really weird. So I'm wondering if that's also kind of like this feeling of self-doubt energy going on throughout all of this. Not feeling confident in your actions. King of Bows in reverse. That's the Wands. King of Wands in reverse. So this says impulsiveness, you know, selfish, manipulation, feeling like others are holding you back. I mean, this is how it looks right side up. Struggle for dominance over others, submission, you know. There's a lot of struggle going on here. That's what it is when it's in reverse. When it's the upright, it's, you know, working through those struggles and coming out the leader on top and everything like that. But you're feeling restricted. And this struggle for, it's like you're fighting to be right in whatever this issue is. You're not acknowledging the fact that you played a part in whatever this situation is. You're trying to like wiggle your way out of taking accountability for yourself in this. Maybe you will come in the second week, maybe you'll come to the realization of your part that you played in this situation. That's going to kind of jolt you, because, I mean, a lot of us have been getting smacked in the face since the solar eclipse. I think we've all been getting kind of slapped in the face with reality, with our deep emotional issues that we haven't been avoiding, like really getting smacked in the face with reality and seeing ourselves for who we really are. Taking the mask off and really looking at ourselves in the mirror and seeing what's really there and addressing it once and for all. So I feel like that might be something that you're going through in the second week that's going to jolt you, and then you're going to want to distract yourself by obsessing, like maybe you'll find one little aspect of the situation and it's like you get a little smack of reality in the face, and then it's like, no, but they did this and they did that, and I'm just going to focus on all these things that they did and not look at myself in the mirror. I'm going to look the other way, and I'm going to run away from, run in the opposite direction of this mirror so I don't have to look myself in the face in regards to this issue. And the third week, I'm just going to, hide in this little bubble. I'm going to work on myself, and I'm going to start making everything better in my life and all these things. And then this issue is going to come back, and you're still refusing to accept responsibility. And because of that, like, you're feeling like you're just all over the place, losing focus. Like, what am I doing? I need to focus on something, but I can't. And all at the same time, like, wanting to come out on top. Like it's a competition for who's right or something like that. When really nobody's right in this situation. It has nothing to do with that. It all has to do with you needing to work on this aspect of yourself in regards to respect. Having respect for others, having respect for yourself. Yes, you might have respect for yourself, but are you respecting others through your actions? you know, not being a pushover, but not trying to dominate and win every conversation and situation that you find yourself in. You know, not trying to put another person down to bring yourself higher. You know, like, think about those scales. Like, you don't want to putting somebody else down so you can go up. Like, what's the point of that? Like, there's no fairness in that. You know, we all need to keep this balance and realize that we're all in this together. We're all in the same boat. You know, giving other people a break in this situation. You know, stop trying to dominate everything and be the best version of yourself. And really mean it, you know, not trying to just put on this facade that I'm powerful and like I am loving at the same time, but really you're coming off to everybody as like, I'm just trying to dominate every situation and I don't give a shit about any of you. So, you know, just really thinking about this, like, what is the best version of yourself? And how can you get to that best version of yourself? And really, the way to get to the best version of yourself is really addressing this issue of respect. Like, really looking at yourself in the mirror, taking a really good hard look at yourself. That's the only way that you're going to truly open up to others. It's gonna be like this breath of fresh air once you finally work through this issue, and it'll be like a whole new world is opened up to you. And maybe you'll feel this expansiveness within you because you're not restricting yourself and like, you know, this energy of like, I gotta be, you know, above everybody, or I don't know. That's just the energy that I'm feeling. So I'm sorry, I'm not trying to insult anyone, but this is just like, this is the vibe that I'm getting for this month of November for you guys. So like, really, every time you find yourself in this struggle to really like want to compete and like be on top and like dominate whatever situation and wanting to be right, you know, catch yourself and be like, why am I doing this? Is this the best version of myself? Is this how I want to be? Is this how I want to be for others? Is this how I want to be for myself? Who is this helping? Is this really going to help me in the long run? You know, looking at everything that you do from a place of wanting to heal is the best way to go about this month. So, you've got some shit to work through this month, Libra. You really do. Try not to cower away and put yourself in a bubble, though. You know, just work through it all with love. Keep going back to that heart center and really like checking in, not being up in here or like whatever. Getting yourself recentered and figuring out what really matters and what doesn't. And really working through this issue of respect. I do recommend writing. I do really, really recommend journaling for yourself every day throughout November. I think this would be really great. The full moon is on the 4th, which is tomorrow. So really working on like, what is it you need to release? So obviously it's like, we need to release this dominating feeling, this disrespectful domination feeling towards others and like against ourselves, against the best version of ourselves. And like, how can we release that energy and like really work with that as we get to the new moon? And then as the new moon comes in 2 weeks, which should be right around Thanksgiving, I don't really know the exact date, but like then it's like, what do you want to bring in with the new moon? What do you want to bring into your life? I want to bring in the best version of myself. Now that I've, released all this bullshit, this shitty energy, this lack of respect for others and myself, I want to bring in this feeling of respect for others and like respect for myself and honoring, everything I've been through and bringing the best version of myself out into the world so that I can have this expansive, loving, open way of living instead of like, I'm in my own little world, I'm in my own little bubble, and then, I let somebody in and then I have to be on top or something. I don't know. That's just the vibe that I'm getting. So I really feel like you really needed to hear this, Libra. I feel like this is definitely something you need to work on. Probably goes back to childhood. I would definitely start journaling. Start really, getting into looking up some meditation stuff on YouTube would be really great for you to work through this energy. Talking with a therapist, talking with a good friend, really getting their perspective. Maybe not so much you talking, but having a good friend that you can really take their advice into account. Like really ask them how they see you and what you're going through and what their perspective is. Just to hear it from somebody else may help you to work through some self-realization to help you through it. So you got to get those scales balanced, Libra. All right, that's your reading for the month of November. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also follow me on Instagram. It's /the Creative Gypsy. If you would like a private reading for a more in-depth and more specific readings for you, because this is a general reading, some of those messages may not apply to all Libras. But if you would like a private reading for you, please go to my website, thecreativegypsy.net, not .com, .net. And, if you don't really feel like any of these messages resonated with you, I do strongly recommend watching the videos that are of your moon sign or your ascendant sign. Like if your moon sign is Gemini, then go check out the Gemini video for some more guidance. Same thing with your ascendant, because sometimes we feel the influence of those signs more so than our sun sign certain months. So I definitely recommend checking those out as well. And I look forward to reading you again in December. I hope that you have a great Thanksgiving. If you're in the U.S., I'm not really sure what other countries celebrate it, but if you're in another country, let me know. So yeah, that's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you the best of luck through all of this, and I'm looking forward to finding out and giving you some more guidance on where to bring your energy in the month of December. Okay? You have a great month, Libra. Take care.